Hello everyone, a very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of my viewers from around the world. This is your host Vaibhav. In today's session of JForex Indicators Explained, I will be making you familiar with a well-known indicator. The name is Tom Demark Combo. This is a indicator where we rely on the price action as well as the trend formation system to come at a possible solutions for defining the entry and exit points. We also get a good idea of the trend. Along with that, we can define the resistance and support levels whenever we see a trend holding in any direction. If it is bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter. This combination, the TD combo, will help you define the support and resistance levels for both these scenarios. So let us now head to the JForex 4 platform, the newly released trading platform from the Dukascopy Bank SA. This is the Euro USD chart drawn on the hourly time frame. Here you can simply do a quick search, or you can go to this add indicator option, and there you will find the TD combo listed amongst the overlap studies. In last session, I had explained to you the working and possible uses of the TD sequential. Now, this session we will consider TD combo. So let us now do a quick search, and here it is. All right. The major difference between the TD sequential and TD combo is that there is some difference between the numbering system for defining the patterns, the trend. But along with that, in addition to that, you can say we also get these support and resistance levels defined whenever we see the trend holding in either direction. Now here, when we had this TD combo setup going all the way above 9, we had this prior support area before the start of this new bullish trend. We had those lows, and those low levels now are expected to act as the support in near term. So as long as price action holds above that, we can be confident of continuation of the bullish trend. And if it doesn't really hold and we see fresh break below this support zone, then that is indicative of changing dynamics in the market, and it is better to now sit on the sidelines, or at least exit from the any open position. And if you feel like, if you are confident enough, and there are also indication on these formation of the TD combo of possible bearish reversal, then we can look to initiate fresh short sale trades as well. So here the basic concept is kind of simple, and after that, then it depends on particular preference how you want to utilize these indicator. So here we take the closing value of the current candle, and if it is below the closing value of the candle which had closed 4 candle periods back, so for the hourly time frame, that will turn out 4 hours back. If the closing value is below that candle, then we consider the output for the TD combo to be indicative of the bearishness, and it will be numbered accordingly. If it is the first candle, then it will be numbered 1, and if it is in succession of the prior bearish candle, then it will be subsequently numbered starting from 1 all the way to 10, or even above that if the trend holds. So as long as the trend remains in the same trajectory, we will have these numbers provided to us by this system, the TD combo, in increasing manner. So here we have these output value of the TD combo going well below 10, or you can say it has continued to rise above 10. But this plotting is being done in the trading as we have the bearish trend. So the bearish trend is indicated using these reading, and when we have bullish tendency prevalent in the underlying instrument, then the plotting for these TD combo output values will be in blue or greening. So that is a major difference, and that's how we spot if the trend is bearish, bullish, or simply sideways. In a sideways combination, we will see continuous fluctuation from one side to another. So there will not be any consecutive numbering of the candles, but rather than that, we will have some candle close output values in bullish territory, and thereafter there will be reversal, and again we will have the output of the TD combo indicating bearishness reversing back the prior gain. So here the continuation becomes very important. If we have the continuous trend, as I said, on the bearish side or on the bullish side, then we get the support and resistance levels. So here you can see that when we saw this trend continuing for the Euro USD on the hourly time frame, when we had this continuation and confirmation after this ninth bearish candle came into picture, we had this resistance level defined for us by TD combo indicator, and as long as price holds below that in near term, we can take the bearish trade while keeping the stop loss close to or just little above this resistance on the higher side. So that's how this system can be defined or customized to take advantage of the market dynamics. Here we had the continuation of the output of TD combo on the higher side. So we had these numbers starting from 1 and going all the way to 10. And as a result of that, we had this level closer to 0.996 defined as the near-term support. So if we have any strong trend on the bearish or bullish side, then the prior low or high can be utilized as the support or resistance depending on what kind of formation we are looking at. If the nearish near trend has been bullish, then we get support defined. If the prior trend has been bearish, then we get the resistance defined using these TD combo indicator. So kind of simple to understand and also easy to implement on the chart and utilize it. We don't really get too many details on the internet search because of TD combo being a proprietary trading tool. So if you take the subscription or if you buy the book, you will get more details. But nonetheless, we can of course make out various interpretation, and the interpretation I have used in this session are not exhaustive. They are just one of the possible uses. You can always use one indicator in various ways. So you can come up with the formation which you feel is likely to give you profit, and that might be a very unique combination which you have devised. So it's always possible to come up with new uses of an existing indicator, or if you are well versed with the market, you can even define your own indicator. Now let's see what we can do with the editing options provided to us on this TD combo indicator. So here we have these steps defined for us. The straight up look back bars are for, as I said, if the current candle close is above or below the closing value of the candle with a look back period of 4, then we will have the continuation of the trend in the same direction. But if the condition doesn't really hold, then we will be looking at the possible reversal. Then that reversal might last or might not last. So if the reversal lasts, then we will see that new trend has started, and if it doesn't, then that will simply result in consolidation phase for the underlying instrument. Now here we can define these levels In TD sequential indicator, we were not really able to tinker with the initial formation. There were no options, but in TD combo indicator, you get all these options using which you can customize this indicator to take advantage of the market dynamics. So here, the combo lookback bars are two. If you feel like you want to increase it, you can increase it. So there will be some changes. So here we have these changes now for the TD combo indicator. Alright, the setup max bars are 9. So whenever 9 consecutive bars of the bullish or bearish formations take place, we get newly defined level for the support or resistance. So if you want the TD combo indicator to provide you the support or resistance level with different setup max bars, then you can define the number of bars after which we will get the new support or resistance level depending on the near term price action data. So you can change it. Suppose if I make it 7 or 6, then you will see that we will have the support and resistance level defined very differently. So here this resistance came into picture quite earlier, and for this we didn't really get the support zone defined. Let's try out on the half an hourly time frame to see what kind of changes we can observe when we carry out these editing options. So here you will see a lot more frequently support and resistance levels being formed, as we have taken into consideration only 6 continuous, or you can say successive bar to define the formation of the support and resistance. As a result of that, whenever we have 6 successive bars of bearish or bullish formation, we get these support and resistance levels defined, which we can utilize to set the stop loss. If the trend continues in the same direction, then there will be no reason for the underlying instrument to break above or below these priorly defined support and resistance levels. So we will have the continuation of the trend, and we can profit quite a lot if the trend holds. But in a sideways kind of market, we can also incur losses if there is frequent change from one side to another. Then in that scenario, like all other indicators, this indicator will also fail. So that is the drawback. If we see too many frequent changes in the trend, then in that case the indicator's reliability will be quite less. So to take into account that possible situation, you have to customize the indicator in keeping with these shortcomings, or you can say drawbacks, in mind, and try to minimize the possible losses, even if the wrong signal is generated by these TD combo indicator. Now let's see what more can be done. Combo max bars are defined at 13. Combo strict version, we can opt out or opt in for the strict version, so that can be edited. Combo less strict bars, you can also tinker with these number of bars. Now I have these support and resistance levels defined closer to the price action. So there is some change when I have changed that level of less strict bar. So you will have to try out this combination in various manners. There is always scope for trying out different combination, and the combination which might work for you is likely to be different from one another. So you should try to personalize these indicator formation, and for all of you or any of you, the combination is going to be different depending on your trading horizon. If you are trading on the intraday or if you are a swing trader, then you will need the different kind of setup, and for that you have to try out the editing options, and it will give you a good idea of what can work and what might not. Now coming to the output, we can define these levels. So bullish setup, we get these trend up signals, bullish setup, bullish combo, bearish setup. So all these plotting is done. Then we also get these support and resistance levels bronze, which we can style up. Suppose if you want it to be looking a bit stylish and also more prominent, all you have to do is increase its width. So here we have these setup resistance of the TD combo defined on the same levels. The only difference is this resistance zone is now looking a bit stylish and a lot more prominent, and similar thing will be visible whenever we look at the support zone for the TD combo indicator. So here is setup support. All right. Now coming to the editing option again. The advanced versions, we can opt for the recalculation on new candle only. So whenever we have the new candle form, the output value of the TD combo indicator will remain fixed regardless of where it goes on to close eventually. So unless new candle formation takes place, we will have the output value of these current TD combo indicators strictly defined. But if you opt out of this, then we will have fluctuation depending on the current closing levels. The output of the TD combo indicator can be different at different point in time as long as that bar is open, that candlestick chart bar is open. Highlight the time period zone. You can highlight the time period zone, calculate from the custom data. You can use the instrument from the chart, or you can simply define it as per your instrument of choice, Euro USD or any other instrument. The candle period can be anything starting from 10 seconds all the way to monthly. So whichever candle time frame you want to use, you have to be sure about your trading horizon. If you are trading on the short term basis purely from the intraday perspective, then it is better to use the lower time frame as the candle period formation, candle period time. Spread side can be ask or bid, and there will be slight difference in the output value depending on which side of the spread you are on. If you opt the indicator to be shown on all periods, then it will be shown on all the periods whenever you change the chart's time frame from for example, let's say 30 minutes to 15 minutes, we will have the plotting of the steady combo indicator. But if you opt out of that, then you will have to define on which particular candle time period these indicators should be visible, and only on that candle period it will be visible. The base period can be anything starting from none to 1 week. So that's how these indicators editing options work. You should try it out and see what is the kind of combination that is likely to give you excellent entry and exit points with a higher probability of making money than losing money. So that's it from my side for today's session, guys. If any of you have any query or any idea to share, you can write to me in the feedback section, and I would be more than happy to take the discussion forward. For further coverage of the market developments, do check out the Dukascopy Analytics page. We are also available on the Facebook. You can reach out to us there too. The link for the JForex 4 platform has also been included in the bio. So thank you all for joining in. I will be back tomorrow with a new indicator, new explanation. Till then, stay tuned. There is a technical session coming up after this stream. So stay tuned for that. I will be back tomorrow with one more interesting indicator. For now, I'm signing off. Goodbye.